As farmers work to bring in the 2023 harvest, many of those growers are currently focused on the numbers coming off their yield monitors. But with interest rates rising, loan officers and financial advisors don't want farmers to overlook the ramifications of those higher rates.
A lot of it has to do with just understanding all of your margins. As we look into 23 going into 24, it's kind of managing the whole operation, and part of that is with interest rates as well. Margins are getting tighter for farmers, it appears, going forward. Markets are really volatile, and interest rates is part of that.
Liz Babcock with Compure Financial says interest rates are just one of the factors farmers need to weigh when making their purchases or loan payment decisions.
You can look at different ways to manage that. You have obviously your operating loans, but then we have term debt, and planning accordingly depending on your different needs and how your operation's set up. So it's, to me, more than just what the interest rate market is doing, because interest rates will always change, but it's everything going on right now, and knowing your numbers and your cost of production and planning ahead going forward on all fronts.
One of the areas where interest rates are most affecting farmers comes in the decision of whether or not to store grain. Farmers will need to consider if future grain prices will be enough to offset the cost of keeping grain in the bin.
That's actually a great point, and a conversation we've been having with a lot of producers is the cost to carry. You got to consider what your interest rate is and how much debt you're carrying on your operating line, and how much really are you getting as a carry in the market to hold on to that grain. In not all situations it does make sense to hold on to it, especially if the carry is not there, when there is a significant cost to carry those bushels month over month with the interest rates where they're at today. And that's a different decision than we've had to make in the previous years, and something that you do have to consider going forward.
Because each farm is structured differently, financial experts say it's important that farmers work with their loan officers for a customized approach to their operation. This is Dan Lemke reporting.